Manager is pretty much like the president of a small company, where the shareholders really want to focus on being creative. In this case, it's making music, but it could just as easily be designing ball bearings. They just want to go be creative.
Right.
And they either don't have the time or the talent or the inclination to run the day-to-day business. So essentially they hire somebody, except in this case, it's not somebody inside their company. They hire an outside person basically to run their company for them, run the day-to-day operations of their company. And that's really what a manager is. You run the company.
The day-to-day operations.
The manager is not Rumpelstiltskin, does not turn straw into gold,
right,
for starters. What's going to define whether an artist is successful really has a lot more to do with the artist than it does with the manager. I mean, managers obviously like to think what they do is important. You know, I've certainly contributed to the success of some of my clients, but I didn't make them huge. They made themselves huge.
Okay.
But what I did was I kept them from making bad decisions. I advised them. I mean, a manager's power inside the relationship with the artist is really the power to persuade. It's most of the time it's not, and it definitely shouldn't be the power to make the decisions. The big decisions are to be made by the artist.
So when you say the manager's job is not to turn, they're not Rumpelstiltskin. They're not going to turn straw into gold. So we're talking about what the artist brings to the table to begin with.
Yeah.
What about the notion that the manager is supposed to play a role in developing that straw, helping to develop it to where it actually has more value than what it is?
Well, I mean, this is a really good question, Gian. Managers can play so many different kinds of roles inside the relationship. There are times when managers just view themselves as, you know, business. I'm going to do business. I'm not going to tell you, you know, how to write your songs. I'm not going to tell you how to sing. And there are a lot of artists that don't want to hear that from their manager. Sometimes they do, you know. So it really depends on the individuals.